was in danger. Well, joining me now from the BBC Arabic service is Issam Ikramawi. Issam, thank you for coming in. First of all, what do you make about how this whole thing has played out?
Apparently, Luke Summers has been in detention since September of 2013. He'd been working in Yemen as a photojournalist. It is not a new phenomenon. Kidnapping of foreigners in Yemen has been going on for decades, even before Al-Qaeda came on the scene. The old way was for tribes to kidnap people, then ask the government to pay them ransom, and then they would free them. But now what we're seeing now is something completely different, which is much more ruthless, much more cynical in a way. So he'd been detained for a while. We don't know at this stage if there were demands for ransom. However, there was a failed attempt to rescue him last month, apparently in the Yemen, by the Americans and the Yemeni special forces, which had failed. So there was another one this morning, which unfortunately ended in him being killed.
Let's talk about Al-Qaeda in Yemen. How strong are they? What sort of an organisation is it? Because we've been talking a lot recently about ISIS or IS, and now here comes Al-Qaeda again.
Well, Al-Qaeda has been operating in the Yemen for a few years now, since they were chased out of Saudi Arabia when the Saudis launched a campaign to deport or get rid of Al-Qaeda activists. So they'd found a refuge in Yemen. They're using some kind of tribal links they have. There are some Yemenis amongst them, but also there are a number of them who come from Saudi Arabia and other parts, mainly from Saudi Arabia. Because of the situation in Yemen, there is a complete chaos, if you want, there. Central government does not control anything. Therefore, it's been like a perfect ground for them to operate freely. There've been an American, every now and again, drone attacks on them. Remember that a few years ago, the Americans were able to kill Anwar al-Awlaki, who was the Al-Qaeda leader in the Yemen. So there have been ongoing operations against them, but as with these organizations, they're very easy. They're very difficult to detect. They operate in small groups. They can disperse and just vanish amongst the local population. The kidnapping, it looks like part of it is to show that Al-Qaeda is still there, still very much functioning, still able to launch operations, still able to attract new recruits. So it is very much in competition with ISIS or ISIL or IS or whatever they call themselves these days.
Okay, Issam, thank you.